Say hello to the Airbus H160 by Hype Performance Group. This dual-engine luxury helicopter has a range of 475 nautical miles and a cruising speed of about 130 to 140 knots. With a service ceiling of 20,000 feet and the ability to take up to 12 passengers and 2 crew, at 13.9 meters long, 3.5 meters wide and almost 5 meters high with a rotor diameter of 13 meters, this machine can be yours for only $18 million. Today we're flying from Sandtoft in Yorkshire, just near Doncaster. Very small and very quaint airfield. The runway is almost on top of the road that goes past it. Enjoy the video. Welcome to my second trusty steed. In the helicopter world, this is the absolutely fantastic high performance group H160. The H145 is a Cadillac, an Escalade, a tool. This is a luxury Mercedes S-Class, BMW 7 Series. This is the Rolls Royce. This thing is the bollocks. We're going to do a short flight-ish, about 100 miles, up to the north of the Lake District at a lovely little spa hotel where they have a helipad. So, if you're rich and famous, everything I'm not, you can fly up there in your helicopter, land, go to spa trooping for the weekend with the wife or girlfriend or family, whatever. We're going to be leaving from Sandtoft here in Yorkshire. So, yeah, join me as I try and get this thing all the way up there. I've planned the route into the GTN 750 with a little nav map, so it makes stuff quite a bit easier. We're going to be cruising probably 4,500 feet, 5,500 feet. Skies are clear, so nothing to worry about on the weather front. So let's load up myself, then the passenger. We'll take 2 more. 100% fuel. Equipment on board. Obviously, a lot of this is still. I believe there's an action pack coming for this helicopter later on, but I'm not sure exactly when. Just make sure everything else is perfect here. Yeah. Okay. So let's fire this girl up. So first thing you want to do, get comfortable. Your battery switches are up here. So we want to put battery 2 and battery 1 on. That should breathe it into life. Roll to come alive. There we go. Bing bong. Very simple, this helicopter. Literally just push the button. Nothing else. And that will start the, as you see, the blade's already going. This has got some pretty cool config, sort of, these screens are mighty useful. Oh, there's engine 1 at idle. Let's do engine 2. Beautiful red livery today. This is an add-on livery from flightsim.to.2. Nice red livery. I do like a red. Let's put some lights on. The lights are down here, I think. So anti-collision, we'll put red. Position lights on. It should. I wonder if I put. Does it do red and white? No, it just says white. Boring. Let's put to red. Right. We need to put on the avionics. All these switches have to come on. I can't remember if there was anything else. The generator's on. Nope, looks good. This helicopter has a very useful and rather uh, interesting tool. Is you can take off vertically or take off sort of backwards. You go into a slight hover. We won't do it today. There's no need to. We literally just hover out and take off. But what you can essentially do is go to a slight hover at about 6 feet above the ground. Engage the auto hover. You engage go around. The aircraft literally goes straight up to whatever altitude you set, normally about 100, 150 feet. And once it gets to that, you can then take control and fly. But it's very useful for taking off from very tight spaces. You can literally just go straight up because it's an auto hover. Similar sort of hover modes to the 145. Maybe I'll show you them later when we get out to the resort, I call it. Right, up we go. Excuse the sniffles. Wind is sort of from behind us, so you're right. Let's go. Off to the Lake District. Oh, fun. Get some speed, and then we can retract the landing gear. Perfect. What we'll do is just activate the nav. Hold there. Let's hold at about 120. That's a good speed for this helicopter. And then let's increase that altitude. Probably easier to do it on the dial. It's a 3.5. That should be good for now. And just like that, you are on, I like to call, cruise control. And then enjoy the scenery. Obviously, you know, a real pilot would have lots of things to do. We are, to the left there is Doncaster. Ahead of us is Dunscroft, Stainforth, I think. And then out to the distance, quite a few wind farms out here, but that there is Drax. It's a power station. So yeah, you join me in the climb. What I want to do is I'm just going to climb out and get into the cruise. So let's actually pull some pitch. There we go. Let's get this helicopter climbing. And then you can join me back in the cruise, and we'll see if there's any interesting spots along the way. We are quite comfortably in the cruise now, so we've got another 31 minutes to fly. We're sitting here just under 140 knots, so comfortably, I would say, just over 3,500 feet. Um, pretty much on the autopilot. In fact, I want to change that field there to be ground speed. So that helps me. Oh, it's at the top, look. Don't even need it there. Oh, change that back. So 30 minutes to the waypoint, which to the destination, and then there's our waypoints. So yeah, we've got a ground speed of just over 140 knots. We've got a headwind coming from sort of there. As you can see, that is just those mountains there are just the sort of edges of the Yorkshire Dales National Park, and sort of back there is the Peak District. We're obviously going up to the Lake District. We've just passed sort of north of, is it Leeds, I think? So we've made good progress. So brief update, we are over the Yorkshire Dales, pretty much at the sort of centre, just south of Kirby Stephen. An absolutely gorgeous part of the world. Obviously we're flying very comfortably here in the 160. 4,500 feet. I did climb us up a little bit just to make sure we clear any peaks in there, because I think it gets a bit higher up ahead as we get into the Lake District. The plan is we're going to fly the route which takes us to an airstrip, and then we're going to go west and follow a valley to Keswick and then up to the hotel. We're cruising along here at about 100, just shy of 160 across the ground, so pretty quick. Estimated about 15 minutes still to go. So I will catch back up with you when we are pretty much about to turn into the valley, and we'll do some hand flying, nice low level stuff, and enjoy the scenery. Quick voiceover. This is where I dropped into the valley, flying towards the lake at the end of this valley, and then over the city, little village there, and then I'm turning right and heading straight to the hotel. Right, you join us in the valley. Off the sort of flight plan we should have found if we were flying online. Just wanted to try and do something a bit more scenic, so it's very twitchy, but I think that might be because I've adjusted the clutches on my joystick and I'm still trying to get used to them. So I might need to just loosen things up a bit. Good thing this autopilot is very good. So we're bumbling along at about 134 knots. And this is the Lake District. Pretty much the top part of it, near Keswick, which is just in front of us there. That big lake to the right of it is Keswick. We'll probably fly right over it. And then we're going to proceed north and hit Bassin Waite Lake. I can't pronounce those names, so I apologize. And right at the top of the lake, just to the right, is the spa, the helipad we're going to be aiming for. So we'll clear this mountain to the right. I've got my synthetic vision on, just to give a bit of situational awareness. Let's put that nose down a bit. We're going to pretty much fly over that hill there. So what we'll do is we'll start coming right now. Just gently put her into a right turn. Flight model's a bit twitchy for some reason. I don't think it's actually the clutches on my joystick, because I'm barely moving them, but it seems to be quite rocky. But again, it might just be me. Again, this is phenomenal module. I remember when this was teased and how eager I was to fly it. It's good to be back in the old girl. Please again, excuse my cough. I've got a terrible cold. Just can't seem to shake it at the moment. So yeah, we're going to be pretty much flying straight over that lake. And then just to the right is where the sort of resort is. Absolutely stunning. What I would give to be able to offer this sort of luxury to the family, you know, go away for a weekend, just hop in the H160 and off we go. But, oh well. Definitely beats driving up here, I can show you on that one. So we're about a minute away. I assume it's that big building there in the distance. I think what we'll do is we'll overfly it and get some eyes on first. I'm using the beep trim here, which is just pretty much giving the autopilot the flight control system input to tell it what I want to do. So whether I want to pitch down or turn right and left, without actually moving the physical joystick. So it's sort of an autopilot, but not an autopilot. It's just sort of trimming the flight control system, AFCS I think it's called, Auto Flight Control System. Some fancy word. So I believe the hotel's there. Take control of this, do a bit of a sharp turn. I'm just going to land, there's the helipad. So we're coming over the lake and we should have a bit of a headwind as well, so that's great. So let's put the landing lights on. Perfect. And we'll come over the lake and we'll slow it down. Gear down. Definitely not as stable as that 145. That's definitely what I can tell. I haven't got any curves set on the 145 or on the 160, so yeah, it's just interesting to see the difference in the flight model, which is good. It means it's modeled differently, but I'm on a 145 or 160 pilot, so I wouldn't be able to tell if it's even remotely real. Let's bring this, slow it down a bit more. Just want to walk it in pretty much. Arrest that descent. There's the landing pad. We want to land pretty much straight in. Quite a small pad for a relatively big aircraft. There we go, and we're down. A little bit short, but what we can do, brilliant. Thank you all. Hope you enjoyed the slightly different video. Again, please leave a comment if what you'd like to see next. I'm thinking we take this for a flight either around Dubai or East Asia, or even go down to Africa. But thank you for watching. Have a lovely week, and I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers.